Hello everyone, Wenzeltron here, and we're back on Heroes of the Storm, and this is a new video in the sense that I'm going to play heroes that I don't normally play, or that I'm notoriously bad at. In this case, it's a combination of the two. I was looking at my statistics, and in my 3,000 plus games, I have only a 20% win rate with Hammer. I think I've only probably played 15 games with this hero. I don't know why. Personally, I think Hammer needs a lot of a comp built around her to make her work, and with all of the hypermobility added to Heroes of the Storm as of late, it just puts her into an even more niche position than it was previously. And with Genji being so prominent, you will never see her currently, probably. At least I'm not, never say never really, but we're gonna give it a go here. And I know a little bit about how to play her and some tips here and there. And so we'll get into that in the video. So without further ado, let's do it. Alrighty everybody, we've landed on Garden Terror today, and so the first thing to note about Hammer is, well, she's a StarCraft hero, and she's a hover tank, or just a tank in general. So she has a siege mode, like so, but in the siege mode, you can't move. So that's why I was saying she will get punished by all the mobility being added to the game as of late. And,
Gates shall open in 10
disability,
seconds.
I have a tendency of fat fingering it when I'm in the panic mode. So I accidentally press my E button, and then all of a sudden I'm like, oh god, I'm going into not movement mode, and then I'm dead. And it sucks. It sucks really bad. But this time around, so this game, I actually have 2 supports, a Butcher, and an Anubarak to keep me alive. And they have not as much of beefiness as we do. And so with my level 1 talent, I got Advanced Artillery, which increases your bonus damage to long distance enemies by 10%. So Hammer, contrary to popular belief, is you don't really want to be in Hammer or tank mode very often. You want to be microing your auto attacks around and doing really consistent poke damage. Because Hammer does actually have one of the strongest pokes in the entire game. Why are they attacking Artanis when they should be attacking Vala? Oh, they do have double support. That is. I'm gonna attack their Stukov. Looks like Anubarak's gonna fall because of the good flip, and we're gonna have to back out. As you can see though, I was trying to micro my auto attacks onto the right heroes. I got 30,000. So Anub also against Stukov, his lurking armor will knock me out.
Rock and roll.
So there's no point in actually sieging into that. I don't know why the Anubarak needs to flame. So, I don't know why he's getting upset about them making a good play.
Oh, music to my ears. Rock and roll. Choose a talent.
And so this level range, you could do 2 talents. You have Vigorous Assault to deal damage, but this is a little arbitrary. Or you go Focus Assault, or Focus Attack. This is much better, and it synergizes really well with how you want to be playing Hammer.
It's over for now, but don't get too comfortable. The infested will return again.
And all I'm going to be focusing on is my playing and positioning and not dying. I think that's going to be the biggest way, or best way for me to be able to actually get anything done in this. Alright, so there's 3 here. Artanis is pretty low on mana though. And there's a silencing arm.
Heading back for a tuna.
Butcher got flipped. And see, there's the...
Delighted you, sir. Now that's the kind
Our Stukov was solo laning. I mean, we don't really have really good laning presence on this map other than myself. So... Almost got Rhaegar there, but there is Stukov to heal still, so... Not going to be able to do too much against that. He's going to use Lurking Arm any second now. Nope. Rotating in a little too late from our friendly team. Probably not going to get any kills here. No. We're only about a half level down in experience right now.
Choose a talent.
And I'm going to go hyper cooling engines. So this reduces the cooldown on my Z ability. As you notice, Hammer doesn't have a mount. She has a 30-second thrusters cooldown, which now is reduced by 15. So it's only 15-second cooldown to be able to move at 60% movement speed for a couple seconds. It's similar to that of Probius's version, but Probius is canceled as soon as... Oh, Ball is getting aggressive. She's a lot faster than me.
I never tread lightly.
I must retreat.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Good heal, kid.
There it is again.
Night falls once.
So he flipped too close.
and
He
soon the
should
shadow
fall, but I
shall
can't move.
rise again. Hold still. My plants will revive.
There he goes.
Careful. My plants.
I didn't realize I was still in hover tank mode again. So that was rough. I shouldn't have died there, but it is okay. We're still on the same talent here. Slightly ahead of XP.
It is time. Do what must be done. Finally, you have enough seeds. Can you feel the terror growing?
I got this. Oh, yeah.
It is time to harvest. Bring my terror to life.
Realistically, I should not be the one to get into...
It's what I do.
Okay, there's someone here. Backing up. So, you can go either one of Hammer's ultimates, in my opinion. It just depends on what your team needs. Blunt Force Gun is a burst damage for team fights, or you go Napalm Strike for either faster lane clear or more trickle damage that's more consistent. Choice is yours. Against their team, I think doing...
I see you've survived another night. How
Okay, they're leaving me
wonderful.
all alone down here, which I'm scared of.
A terror has
Going
fallen for your
Blunt Force Gun
enemies.
is a much longer cooldown, and provides actually a pretty big impact in team fights, and has a huge upgrade in the form of the Orbital Bullet at level 20. So you could go that one if your team needs it. But personally, I think that you get more value by increasing your lane clear. And I'm gonna rotate up. Probius is still in the bottom, but whatever's happening right now is they're using their turret to defend, which is strange. And so are we, though. We're like, this is strange. I mean, they're not getting any value from this, except Probius pushing. And I'm planted, but we're doing okay. I'm not dying. They're not focusing me too hard, and I'm getting a lot of damage out. So there's Rhaegar in the plant. We should be able to get this plant, this fort, no problem. Charging on the Vala. We should get this. They're kind of right around the corner though.
I got this. Now that's the kind of shit mama likes. It's what I do.
I must retreat.
Alright, we got out. Probius is doing Probius things, but he backed out too. So we're doing good. No one's dead. They're slightly ahead though because of the Probius split soak, but we stole their camp either way. Stim Drone actually is good on hammer, but probably better on Butcher in this sense, just for more consistency. I'm trying really hard to commentate, but I have to focus so hard because I don't play this hero enough that it's hard to commentate. This is really intense. So at this level range, I would recommend going for Giant Killer. It just synergizes way too well with everything that Hammer already does. So that is what we're gonna do. Going for Stukov. Nubrak is very, very deep right now. Need to get out. Good Ancestral came out. Gonna hit this cup. That sucks.
It's getting rough. I'm pulling back for a bit.
Your enemy has annihilated a bot.
So our Nubarak got really deep in that fight. Whoa. Back out. I almost killed Probius, but he got too far out of my range.
Absolutely. In my sight.
Bro, you can rotate up. Alright, we got the terror. We should be able to peel for the butcher here. Landing the napalm. But we just lost two because they re-engaged for the sippy cup. I don't have my way of getting out just yet. So they have just as much healing as we do. It's just more spread out.
The terror cannot wait long. Control its power.
I don't want to get that because I lose. I need to defend.
Embrace your terror. Your terror lives.
Polymorphed.
Harvest your enemy's corpses.
There's some weird lighting effects happening. That's weird. I've never noticed that before. It was like really flashy for a second there. So I was trying to position to look for one of their backline, but they're just out of my range most of the time. Why is our Terra not pushing a fort?
The enemy's terror has fallen. Your terror, my child, has fallen.
Going for Rygar. He's a little hard forward, and the Lamb of Slaughter connects, but okay, we got him. We still lost one. We lost our street cop. We're attacking the Artanis, I think, a little too much as a team. Dead again. Whew. I'm trying so hard. It's just like the team is too mobile and gets ahead of me.
Choose a talent.
I'm glad someone thinks.
Going Executioner. Respawn timers are low enough that we should be okay to come back, but
Is under assault.
Ready to roll out. Delivering payload. I never tread lightly. Spread the love.
Do not let them attack your core.
Drop the hammer.
okay, we should be able to do something here because they're attacking the core.
Slaughter them all.
Going for Vala.
Rock and roll. Oh, music to my ears.
All right, we forced them back. They're still 2 levels up on us though.
Healing mama lives. Rain down some hellfire.
I'm trying. I'm doing so much damage. I'm doing 57,000 right now, but it's just not enough to confirm the kills. The amount of supporting they have is just ridiculous. I'm just not getting the damage on the right targets, I think. I'm not sure. Because I do feel like there's a lot of focus on Artanis when we shouldn't be.
Delighted you, sir.
There we go. That's one. Stukov is.
Oh, yeah.
Rhaegar was dead for that fight.
Tread lightly. Spread the love.
Rhaegar's top lane to clear out lanes. We should be able to pick this Probius though. Yes. Yes, we are.
Delighted you, sir.
Okay, that feels pretty good.
This'll be a flag. Airborne.
This is also, I would like to note that Hammer is a pretty good
The dawn has come, heroes.
hero to practice your stutter stepping on because her attacks are so long.
Boom time.
So they got 2 keeps out of that last fight that they broke out. So they have a lot of catapult pressure, but I should be able to keep this in control the later this game goes. Especially once you hit 20, it should be pretty easy. But the problem is, are we going to win a team fight?
Now that's the kind
That, I don't know.
mama lives.
Because now we just let all of them respawn and get no advantage from this.
Affirmative. Rain down some extra. This'll be a flag. Rain down some.
And now they're picking us. But I couldn't save her. That was a symptom of not grouping properly.
That one's pushing up daisies.
We just hit 20 just now, but I don't know if it's gonna matter. I'm gonna do a Nexus Frenzy. This increases my attack speed and range.
Core is under attack.
Good heal.
So this just lets me poke from a safer distance, which is already hitting for 300 almost. Rhaegar is dead right now.
Absolutely. Nice. Delivering. Halo.
The enemy is attacking your core.
Nope,
You
dead.
have fallen.
Almost. I couldn't do it. Didn't mean to die, but I got flipped. Ugh. Too many deaths well picked. 6 and 5 for Butcher and Anubarak. Their Valo gets MVP. 2 Valos in a row. I did 1 practice game for this and the same outcome. So, my luck with Hammer has not changed. So this is where I throw it to all of you guys. So, level 7 Hammer, barely ever player, but I did do really well. I did 74,000 hero damage with 80,000 siege damage. I mean, their Valo did way better than that. But I don't know. I really don't know what I did wrong. And then for talents, I would say these are the normal go-to talents. I'll leave a description down there. Because even though Hammer is a siege character, she does do lots of auto attack damage. And all of these traits still do apply inside of her siege mode, which I barely use at all because I would have just gotten picked off, and it's more of a liability than a strength in most scenarios, at least when a team fight is breaking out. So, and especially against Sukov because of Lurking Art, which is also very weird to play with because it actually doesn't silence that ability, it just lets you not use any of your other abilities. But either way, you're still taking damage from it, so you don't want to be sitting in it. So, that is going to do it for today's video. Please let me know what you guys thought of this video, and let me know if what I did wrong or what you saw could be improved upon, because I don't really know. I don't know what I could have done there better to win that game.